My name's Kobe Braxton Justice.
My name is Staci May.
My name is Bobby Jean Kaywood Harris Parton Craig Massagill.
That is the full unedited version. You have an edited version you'd like to share with us?
PJ.
I'm from Floyd County, Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky. You may know it by Prestonsburg.
I'm originally from Elkhorn City, Kentucky, which is right on the border between Kentucky and Virginia, right off of the Breaks Interstate Park.
I grew up in Bell and Harlan counties.
And where's that?
As far southeast as you can get. I'm on the corner of Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee.
I've been here at UK about a semester and a half now, maybe a little longer.
I live in Lexington, Kentucky.
Right now I live in Lexington. I live in Lexington now.
Major is political science with a minor in philosophy.
I am the planning and information manager. Specifically, I assist with things like marketing and information. I do strategic planning. I write manuals. I help with writing policies, grants, that sort of thing.
Now I take care of other people's kids and make music and sometimes draw something somebody wants to ink on them.
Do you miss home? How often do you get back?
At last semester, I only went back every 3 or 4 weeks. Now this semester, where there's a lot going on, like prom with my girlfriend and stuff, I go back every weekend or so. But yeah, I still miss it a lot because I don't see my family a lot as much as I see her family preparing for events and stuff.
Do you miss the mountains? Do you miss living in the mountains?
No, I do not. And a lot of people that I know that are from there, which a lot of people seems like that live in Lexington are originally from Eastern Kentucky, seem to, and it's beautiful. But I never felt at home there ever.
Do you miss the mountains?
More than anybody could know. I found little ways to trick myself into remembering but not being homesick. Like Man of War can sound like a river at night. It really can. Or in the wintertime it can. Clouds on the horizon can often look like mountains or look like mountains shrouded in clouds. Yeah, just little things.
So when you finish your education, do you plan to return to the mountains?
I'll probably move back and start a law firm is the plan.
So you do plan to settle back in the mountains, back in Floyd County?
I do plan to have a summer home in the mountains. I need a home down here because this is where a lot of the business side of law comes in.
Yeah.
So you've never considered like moving home at a certain point, like when you're older?
My family, I have some family that still live there, and they keep asking me. And I even recently, my father had passed away, and we sold his house back there that he had built each one of his children a house, and the house that he was living in when he passed was mine. And we sold it because we have no intentions of, it was actually a relief because there's no reason to ever have to go back there again.
Do you plan to return to the mountains?
If I could go home, I'd go home.
What's keeping you from going home?
Because home is full of issues that I'd rather not raise kids in. We needed to bring her someplace where she could grow up without a lot of extra issues.
When you're done raising your child, is that when you think about maybe returning?
Well, it depends on what I'm doing when that happens. I mean, that's a long way away, so I'd go home if I got the opportunity to go home safely.
You're what, 19?
19, yes, just turned it.
Among your graduating class, do you feel like a lot of them are leaving the mountains? Do you feel like a lot of them are staying?
So it's kind of a weird shift. My brother's whole group moved away. My whole group, other than a very slight few of us, actually stayed. I think maybe out of my graduating class, 10 of us moved down this way. Mm-hmm. We're out of state, and then the rest are all just at home.
Are they going to school, or are they just sort of doing the mountain at home thing?
Around half of them are doing at the mountain. Back at the mountain is just doing their own thing. The other half are going to community colleges around the area.
What I have next is a series of images. Now, a lot of these are going to be things that are specific images from where I grew up just because I know the area better. But I'm pretty sure these are things that you're going to be familiar with as a mountain person, you know, kind of. So and you've seen reaction videos where people
Okay,
react
so that's
to
what I'm
things.
going to be doing?
Yeah, so I want you to
Okay.
here is image number 1.
Oh, wow. I don't know that one specifically, but I have known many, many, many like it.
Okay. Where is that?
That's impactful.
That is impactful.
That's impactful.
So-
Yeah. I've seen that bridge and walked that bridge plenty of times.
Do you see many of these bridges? Do they have a lot of these kind of things in Floyd County?
That's actually a weird question because there's nothing exactly like that other than it. There's bridges around, but there's not many.
See, now when I was younger, there were footbridges like this that went across some of the rivers, but most of those
they've
are
been falling
gone
through
now.
lately, though.
Yeah,
There's not many left.
yeah.
That's where you take your friends on a Friday night.
What would you call that?
That's a suspension bridge. That's how you get across the creek.
Why would you take your friends there?
Because in the middle of the night, that's the best place in the world to be. Especially if you've been drinking or if you've been having a little bit of fun. You go out to the middle of it and bounce or swing.
Did they have those kind of swinging bridges over around Elkhorn City where you were from?
Yeah, they had a couple of swinging bridges. I've always been scared of them. My dad used to try to get me to go across one because there was a good fishing spot on the other side, and I'm petrified of heights, so those scare me.
Image number 2.
Oh my God, I know it.
Oh, is that the breaks?
Yeah, that's towers.
Yeah, that's home. Just off to what would be the as it's facing me, the right of that is where my house was. I grew up right over the hill. It's absolutely stunning to look at.
Again, I'm not familiar with this place, but I know exactly, I know lots of places like it. So that's some place you'd take, somebody special to you. It looks like it's nice and out of the way, like up in the Pinnacle.
Yeah,
It's got a really good view. You can go down the mountain and go swimming in the creek.
Did you have the same experience I had of when visitors came from the outside? You always had to take them to one of your local points?
Yeah. Well, I was a waitress. I got to send people to these places with directions that include don't go past the barn.
It's like one of the overlooks.
Yeah, that's towers overlooking the breaks.
Yes. The prettiest overlook in the mountains right now might be Pikeville's.
Oh yeah, the
you
cut
oversee
through.
the entire little city.
Oh.
Then you see all the mountains and the river.
Oh, development. We have
Well, it's two.
we have a tunnel.
Or it's one big one. I've never known if it was two little.
It's one big tunnel, and the wall in the middle is just a wall. I mean, there's one big tunnel.
I was so excited with the cut through, because I can still remember them working and like making the 4-lane and stuff like that, because I was pretty little when that was happening. I was so excited about that because you could get around the coal trucks. That was the part that, man, when that opened up and you could pass the coal trucks and not get held up anymore and actually get to the places you needed to be. That was awesome.